Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Tech Tree mid-game guide. This one will kind of be more focused on mid to late game, or the transition to mid to late game. So we're going to be looking at the recipes and stuff you should be getting, or kind of like a to-do list to get while frag farming as well as tablet farming. We're going to be going into that today as well. So first things first, if you do not have Desert Mule at this point, you're definitely going to want to grab it, because in order to put certain weapons on ships, this will be required. I'm fairly sure I mentioned this last time as well, so up to you if you got it by now or not. That's pretty much it for vitamins. The only other one would be for endgame, which is Bone Crusher, in my opinion, which is this one. Now we're on to the next tree. Let me zoom out here real quick. Honestly, armor-wise, I don't really know what else you could go into besides if you went Forester route like I did. You could go into Carapace, but I mean, that's a lot of tabs, and honestly, at this point, you're more focused on some more necessity-based stuff. So armors will probably, for the most part, pass. You'll have your grappling hook. I still use fast, and it's probably going to be the one I use the whole time. Doesn't really matter. Bone bottle's fantastic. I would definitely recommend grabbing this, as well as the bag if you didn't grab it yet. Really nice for moving water, as well as holding more water with the bone bottle. Torque battery is going to be a must now, as well. And you're going to go down here. I would actually pick up either Mallet Blade or Sing Blade, depending on what you want to do. Honestly, both would be ideal, especially since it's only one tablet, which isn't the worst. It's a really good shorthand weapon, close quarters, fantastic. While Sing Blade's a two-handed sword, and then Advanced Tools is also going to be something else you want to pick up now, so you're going to be getting your pickaxe, your hatchet, as well as like your weapon of choice, like I mentioned earlier. Those are mauls, staff. Another one that's pretty solid that I've heard and seen is the paddle blade. That's another one. It's really good range. So like on bigger or like tighter stuff, you're probably not going to want to be running it. But like in an open area, like paddle blade, don't going to be bad at all. That's another good recommendation. After that, we're going to go into this tree. So you're going to have probably a windmill. If you don't have it yet, you're going to want to grab it. You're going to want to pick up your clay recipe now, as well as your earthwax recipe. Everything else you should have. You're now going to also want to get your furnace, which is going to be 3 tabs. This will help you make ceramics and actually craft and build those tools. So like honestly, realistically, this is going to be before any tools or anything ceramic related. You're going to need this to produce ceramic anyways. After that, you could go into obsidian, but this is lava based, so if you're kind of going down the route of lava, making lava fuel, as well as like the firestone axes and stuff, you could do this. But for now, we're just going to focus on clay, because I think it's much more... It's going to be something you're going into regardless, even if you go in lava or not, because it's going to be needed for ceramic upgrades. So you're going to want advanced fiber working as well as nomad, if you don't have it yet. Probably have both of those. I mentioned those in the first guide. You could go advanced in the future, but I think the furnace is a must-have. Like, first thing you should be buying with tabs is probably going to either be furnace or Sciler, in my opinion. This is much more on the back burner, in my opinion, but it will be useful soon, kind of thing. This is liquid fuel, so depending if you want to go lava, or you go this route, this fuel's less efficient compared to lava, but it's only animal fat and sulfur. It's also going to be, just 6 tabs. I think that's it for the stream. Let me do a quick check. Yep, next tree is going to be this. At this point, you're probably going to want to pick up ceramic. I just haven't yet, to be honest. You do ceramic and then pick up Hellfire is going to be pretty later, actually, because the 20 tabs is pretty steep, especially if you're just starting into tabs. And I'll explain tabs a little bit farther in the video. Doing a quick check, seeing what else I would recommend. Large chest will definitely be something you want to pick up, because it holds more, as well as it's actually an increase in armor. You're jumping from soft to hard, which is actually kind of a big deal, because it means people can't just beat open your chest. It's only 1 tablet as well. So I think this is a fantastic investment, and something you'll definitely want to get. One of my clanmates has it, so I just don't currently have it. Better water storage, I would actually absolutely agree in getting. You could just go with medium if you didn't want to. If you wanted to just go this route, if you don't want to waste a tab. But these larges hold a ton of water, and they're not too bad at all. So, I mean, you could go that route as well. You're gonna definitely want a small base walker, as well as clay now. Since you're getting into clay and everything, you could be upgrading your doorways to start, and then like just add cattail and clay to the TC to keep maintenance up. This will be really beneficial. And overall, I'm thinking that's it in this tree as well. I mean, there's not much, especially transitioning wise. A lot of this other stuff I'd really consider to be more late game than anything, than compared to mid game. For me, mid game in my head is just just kind of going into clay and stuff like that. That's kind of the reason why I'm thinking that. More walkers and stuff. Honestly, Toboggan's not a bad play here. You could pick up the mollusk if you're kind of interested in it. Obviously, these are all fragment based, so they're not too bad, so they're not going to be tab runs for this stuff. Now, the upgrades, however, I believe take tabs on the Toboggan. So, I don't know about Bone, I don't remember on Bone, but I know Ceramic did. With the Toboggan, if you get a quality Toboggan with Forager and, like, Lumberjack, it's a really good farming walker, and you can just, like, run over the cattail on the ponds and just pick up a ton of cattail and corn and stuff. So, I mean, at this point, you could definitely look into something like that if you're looking for, like, just a nice ship to just harvest on. I like the Toboggan quite a bit. It's a solid ship for sure. But if I was going to spend tabs, and it was like some of the first tabs we got, it'd be like Furnace would probably be my priority just to get into clay. And then after that, I'd actually jump down here and pick up the Sciler. So the Sciler pretty much is just the big brother to the Belang. There's a few differences with it. Right off the jump, its armor is going to be solid as well, but it's significantly higher. It's 75k and the legs are 16.5. While compared to this one, it's only 500 legs, or 5,000 legs. Another thing you're noticing as well is there's no wings on the Sciler. The Sciler's completely powered by torque, so you're going to have to keep that in mind. But it is a significant increase in base blocks it can hold, or like, you know, build on. So I'm trying to think, I think it's like 250 for Sciler, compared to 70 for Bling. It's around there. I mean, I might not be completely accurate, to be honest, but it is a significant boost, for sure. Another thing it is, I also picked up some of these upgrades, because I definitely wanted the ceramic upgrades on it, to hold the increased storage as well as longer jumps. So, it's something I would recommend as well, and I have the legs armored unlocked, but I just haven't put them on. Just because, like, realistically, if I'm getting caught out, they're going to probably leg me regardless if I have armored or not, if no one's around to help me. So, it's up to you. You could skip the armored legs for now and get them in the future, and just pick up the 2 upgrades. But yeah, this video is going to be significantly shorter because I'm really just trying to gauge this as the mid game. Late game, you'd obviously be going into more stuff like this if you're interested, like pandas and stuff, if that was kind of the route you were interested in. I really haven't made it there quite myself, to be honest. I mean, with the group I'm playing with currently, it's just a little bit smaller and we're just kind of grinding out at our pace. And I've also been kind of hooked on WoW, to be honest. So I haven't been on as much. But yeah, I would definitely consider the mid game to be more clay related. And hopefully this helps you guys. I mean, future paths, we can go over that real quick since this video is so short. I'll probably just tack it on the end. Carterizing, I've honestly never used this, so I can't argue if it's worth it or not. But like future stuff, like you could even go in the ceramic bottles as well after you're getting into it to hold more liquids. And if you're going the lava route, you're going to want to pick up... The obsidian flask is kind of mad, to be honest. You're going to want to go obsidian and just go straight to infuse. It's going to be a 4-tab investment. But it's going to be it's going to hold, I think, 45 lava, which is pretty nice to be moving lava. Another thing is I actually forgot, I need to discuss how tabs work. So how tabs are going to work for you in general is all a tablet is you taking it to the, what do they call it? Fabrication. You're taking it to an ancient fab with 400 frags and a stack of torque on your torque battery, which is 1,000. You're going to dump it into the fab, and it's going to work its magic, and it's going to like burn through almost all the torque, and then it's going to hit the yellow bar on the outer edge, and then start producing stuff. So all that's doing is it's going to be producing shattered fragments and tablets, and there's actually 3 different types of tablets. And in order to get like a tree like this with like whatever it says, like 30, you would need 30 tablets of the same kind. So you're either going to have to be trading or just doing so many tab runs it doesn't really matter. Let me get out of here and move real quick. There we go. So that's another thing. So you're going to be just doing these tab runs and kind of defending the fab while you're doing this. It's a little high risk, obviously. But every tab run's going to at least guarantee you 4 tabs, and then it's RNG if you get more or not. And you're also going to be getting shattereds. Now, shattereds can actually be remade into frags if you have glass. How you produce glass, if I can find it, is advanced furnace. That's a heavy investment, but could be really worth it if you're trying to go the route of like reusing all your shatters and everything like that to try to fuel more tab runs. But yeah, that pretty much covers everything I wanted to talk to you guys about. I appreciate everyone hanging out till the end of the video, and you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Toodles!